Hey, one person who hit that likes button. How you doing today? Hey, Miss Kelly. Hey, Miss Flowers. Hey, all things Tay. What's up, Karen? Hey, Susie Q. Hey, Truly. Hey, Monica. Hey, Luther. Hey, Gordon. Miss Gordon. Hey, Bill. What's up? Hey, everybody. How you doing today? Thank you, Tanya. Yes, Denise. Good afternoon. What's up, Life with Jennifer? You gonna have something to secure pretty soon. What's up, Debbie? Hey, Life with Ronnie. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hey, Boss Lady Lexi. What's up, sister from another mother? How you doing? Well, we're gonna talk about all that because I was about to talk. I don't want to be that person. Every time I come on a live, I'm always feeling down, and it'd be like, "Oh God, I don't want to watch her live because that's also talk about her being depressed and her this and her that. Get your shit together." No, I don't want to be that person. So it's 12 o'clock noon. Our alarm is going off. That's how I know it's 12 o'clock and I'm outside. Yes, I'm in Ted Road. I'm outside on the porch because it's a beautiful day in the DMV. It's gonna hit 76 today. Tomorrow's gonna be 83. Hey Pamela, hey Sonia. So yes, it's a beautiful day in the DMV today. And I was like, the weather's changing. I'd rather be outside doing on the couch with lots of fresh air and all that. So guys, before we get started, I came in a little bit early, but I know it's 12 o'clock now because I just heard our siren go off. So what I like to do, if you haven't done it today or you haven't done it in a month or you don't do it at all, but you got to always remember this. And I'm going to say this. I like to thank God for waking us up, waking me up, waking us up to spend another day with our family and friends. Because that alarm clock didn't wake you up, he did. Can I get an amen? Amen. Yes, no matter, I'm going to tell you, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what I'm going through, and what I was talking to my cousin about, she was talking about me, what I was going through, and I was telling her that, y'all, we just gotta talk about mental health. Mental health is just crazy. It is, and it's like I'm right there at the brink of it. And I was just telling my cousin yesterday. I said I cried myself to sleep and she said, "What?" She said, "I was thinking about you as we had our phone conversation." I said, "Girl," and this was Thursday night. I said, "I cried myself to sleep." I said, "I stayed up." I said, "I stayed up to about, I couldn't get to sleep." And I said, and just thinking about everything that's going on and how I'm feeling and situations and stuff. I said, I cried myself to sleep. I said, I was up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, I sit on the edge of my bed and I laid down and I was stern towards my wall and I just had tears come out my eyes. I said, she said, "Oh," she said, "Don't do that." And I said, and I don't tell you this to feel sorry for me or whatever. I just tell you this to make it aware that I'm going through something. And and then I'm just gonna put it out here because it's real. And I told my doctor, I said, and one of the reason why, and I feel better now, and I don't feel that way, and I'm mad at myself to think that I thought that. But I told my cousin, I'm gonna be honest. And I said one of the reasons why I cried myself to sleep because I said, with everything that's going on, and I was talking to her about it. I said I felt like if I don't wake up tomorrow, I don't have to deal with it and it'll all go away. And she said, "What?" And I told this to my sister, Boss Lady Lexi. I had a conversation with her yesterday and I told her this is how I felt. I said, I'm so overwhelmed. I feel like I'm drowning. And I said, and I feel so, if I don't wake up tomorrow, I ain't got to deal with it. It's all gone. Because when you gone, You ain't got to worry about nothing. Everything is just, you ain't got to worry about that. And I said, and I cried myself to sleep thinking that. And I said, because I truly believe that. But I don't believe it no more because I have friends. It's when you, let me tell you, when you feeling down and you're going through a lot and you feel like you're drowning, please reach out and talk to people, because even though I have a house full of people and sometimes I still feel lonely, and everything I'm going through, I feel, yeah, I feel like I'm drowning, and I feel like I'm the only resource to everything. And so, and, sometimes, and like what I've been going through for this last week and all the stuff I'm going through, personally, financially, and everything, I just like, if I don't wake up, it'll all go away, and that burden will be lifted. But then, you have somebody to talk to. Um, I talked to Boss Lady Lexi. That's my friend. She is not a YouTuber. She is my friend. And I got my good cousin Atlanta that I talked to. And talking to both those women, it made me feel so much better. And I'm so ashamed that I felt that way. And they was like, no, because we need you and things are better. And I was so ashamed that I felt that way. But I really did. I really did. Mental health. And I just can't wait until I get my appointment so I could talk to my therapist and get uplifted or whatever. I said, you know what? I said, I'm ashamed that I felt that way. I said, but I talked to these two women and they made me feel so much better. And then my cousin snapped me to reality. She said, and remember what you always say, you woke. So God got a purpose for you. I said, you right. I said, he sure do. I said, because even with me feeling that way, and I opened my eyes up the next morning, and I'm still opening my eyes up, I know he got a purpose for me. And it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong for you to go through a mental breakdown, or just feel like you drowning, and like I need to come up for air, or I can't breathe. And y'all just don't know. I've been crying, and look, I'm about to cry now. Got tears coming my eyes just talking about it, because it's overwhelming. And a lot of us in our Black community, we don't talk about mental illness, or we don't talk about depression. And I went to the doctor on Thursday, and I had it all out with my doctor, and she's going to help me and everything. She asked me, she said, do you feel like you want to harm yourself? Do you feel like you want to kill yourself? I said, no. I said, and I really mean that. I told her, I said, I love me some me. I said, I don't feel like I want to do bodily harm to myself. I said, but sometimes I just feel like if I'm not here, all my situations go away and I don't have to deal with it. I said, but that's just how I feel. But I really don't want to go nowhere. But that's just how I was feeling. And she said, well, we're gonna let you talk to somebody, this, that, and the other, and all that stuff. Because I'm too scared to hurt myself. Okay, let's put it like this. I'm a chicken. But it's just that how I was feeling in that moment when I cried myself to see. Y'all, I've been emotionally drained. I've been crying all week. And then Thursday, I couldn't sleep. I had tears in my eyes. I cried so much Thursday night that I don't remember even falling asleep. I don't even remember falling asleep. That's just how yes, and that's what I was saying, and that's what I was telling my doctor. I cried myself asleep Thursday night so bad that I can't even recollect when I fell asleep, what time I fell asleep. I just know I woke up Friday morning, and I was like, no. And that's when I called my that's when I talked to Boss Lady Lexi, and that's when I talked to my cousin, and that's when I realized, you know what? Um, yes, Thelma, thank you. And I know it do, but at the end of the day, I just trying to figure out where it's coming from. I never ever been this person. I never been this person. I never been a person to complain about anything. I never been a person that been down. I never been a person that let situations overwhelm me. Yeah, every now and again I'll get upset about something, but then I think of a way to bring myself out of it. But I've never been this person, and it scares me because at the end of the day, mental health runs in my family. Mental health runs in my family. And my I got a brother who is bipolar schizophrenia. I got another brother that's bipolar schizophrenia who's living on the streets. I haven't seen since 2016. He don't know that our mother is gone, and I dread that moment when he ever do pop up, and I have to relive this because I'm still in the moment of it, and have to tell him, you know, that when he do come and pop in and want to go see mom, you know, I'm gonna have to deliver that news. Me and Tim gonna deliver that news to him, and that's gonna be heartbreaking. And then, you know, and somebody, my cousin asked about him the other day. I said I haven't seen him since 2016. My brother, when he lost his father, his mind kind of, you know, he just couldn't get with it. And mental health, I got an uncle who's bipolar schizophrenia. I got a cousin who passed away who was bipolar. So I have to be really careful, in my family and my kids got to be really careful, because unfortunately mental illness runs in our family. And we didn't start seeing this into the early 2000s, that we start noticing that mental illness. When my grandma was alive, and when the mental illness started showing itself in the family, we were asking her, do mental illness run in our family? Because it's just all of a sudden, it's like it's here, and it's more than one person. It's like we got diagnosis of 5 or 6 people who's going through stuff, and it's here. Is it in our genes, you know? And so we got to be careful with our family, our kids, and our children stuff, because apparently mental illness do run in our family, and that's another reason why I'm scared, because I don't want to be, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that person that don't reach out, or I don't want to be that person, I don't want to be another victim of mental illness when I know that it runs in my family. And, you know, and like I said, I haven't seen my brother. I got 2 brothers that's bipolar schizophrenia. One of them, y'all know my brother too. Ted take him to the stores, and Ted look after him more than I do, because she take him to the store, because I'm going through my own stuff. So Ted, y'all see Ted with him more than y'all see me with him. But don't get it wrong, I talk to my brother on the phone. I call and check on him to see how he doing. He calls me, and I love you. Want anything? I'm cooking. Do you want some food? Y'all see Tim with him, taking him out and about to stores, and I be with him on the telephone, checking on him and seeing how he doing, and just saying how your day was going, and I'm in the background doing that. Y'all here in the fourth, in the front, when she takes him to the grocery stores and get his stuff when he get his check. So we're trying to take care of him, because this is what my mother used to do. And so yeah, it runs in the family, and I tell my kids that all the time. We have to be careful. And so I'm truly, and that's why I say I don't want to get on camera all the time. And that's why I don't been doing a lot of lives. That's why I've been showing myself in my food videos. I wanted to give you guys an explanation on why you haven't been seeing my face, or why I don't go as live as much as I do, because your girl not feeling good. But I'm trying to get it together, and I just can't wait until therapy start. And but and I have good days. Yeah, I do, Carla. That's why I went when I my doctor. Trust me, I knew when I need. I already been to the doctor. I went to the doctor on Thursday. Y'all saw the little blog. I was there. I talked to her. So I'm seeking the help that I need to get. But think about it. I have good days, and I have good days, and I have bad days. It be some good days, and I be excited. I be myself, and I be feeling real good. And I could get on here and I could talk and everything. Then you just have the bad days. I just want my Soul Squad people just to know that mental health is real. It's real in the Black community. We don't talk about it a lot. We don't seek help a lot for it, and we're scared to talk about it, and we scared to let family members or friends or anybody know what we're going through, because we're so afraid of what people going to think about us. We're so afraid for being that person. Some people, like I said, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person sound like she's always complaining, because it's not complaining. I have to realize that it's not. I'm not complaining. I'm voicing an issue. I'm voicing a problem that that I'm going through, and it's not that I'm complaining. I'm reaching out for help. You know what I'm saying? For someone to talk to. So, because and that's why a lot of people don't do it, because they think that people are gonna see it. Oh my God, she's a negative Nancy. Every time she come around, it's oh this, oh this, oh that. Damn, does she ever got anything good going on? But sometimes it's not about a person always being a negative Nancy, or it's not always about a person complaining. It's about a person's mental health, their well-being, their mind. We have to cleanse our minds, y'all. Just like we talking about, we need spa days, we need self-care days, and all that stuff like that. We need days where we have to like meditate and cleanse our minds and our thoughts, and so that we could be better. You know what I'm saying? We need healing. Everybody need to heal in some type of way, form, or fashion. We all need to heal. There's some healing that need to go on that you may not even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, even if you got a grudge against somebody, or you're not feeling a person, or it's always room for healing, and you have to take that time to notice that, I need to heal my body. We healing our body, we need to heal our brains as well. Yes. Oh, I do that all the time. Like I said, I have came into my own with my newfound foundation with God. You know what I'm saying? I done came into my own with that, I recognize him more. I know who he is. I know without him, things are not possible. I had conversations with him. I talked to him, and I really talk to him now, just because a lot of things we talk about is that they say he never gives you more than what you can handle. And it's like he know you more than you know yourself. So I sit and have conversations, and I talk to him. That's personal between me and him. But I ask him questions on why. And then I know. I know. My conversation between me and God, that's my personal, so we ain't gonna tell you. But I ask the questions on why. You know, yes, and with COVID and the lock-in and the lockdown, the pandemic, that's why I said we need a healing moment. We just don't need our bodies to heal. We need to heal emotionally, mentally. Do you think the upcoming move will make things better? I hope so. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna go on that situation, but yeah, I hope so. But yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. I just want to talk about, let's focus on the healing of the brain, y'all, on our mind. If you're going through something, don't be afraid to speak out on it. Don't be afraid to speak to someone. Don't be afraid that someone is going to judge you and think that you're always complaining. Yes. Just talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to somebody. If you hearing this blog right now, and if you're watching this blog, you're watching repeat, if you're in this live, I'm always gonna say, and I'm gonna repeat myself, repetition, repetition, repetition. It's that if you're watching this video and you're in this blog, just know that God woke you up, and he has a reason for you to be here. And so with that being said, if you're going through something and you're afraid to speak on it because of what you think people may say, let's get that out our head. Let's go and talk to our doctors. Let's get referrals to go talk to therapy. Let's call up a friend, a loved one, and talk to them. Reach out to someone, to somebody, so they could be there for you, so that you could have this conversation. So that's all I want to say. That's all I really wanted to touch on. I don't want to stay on it too long because y'all know where I'm coming from, and I just hope that even I don't want. And at the end of the day, I don't want nobody to be going through mental health. I don't want nobody to feel the way I've been feeling. I don't want nobody. Yes, we still having the meet and greet. I have all the information for that by next Saturday. I don't want nobody to feel the way I feel. I don't want nobody to have these emotions, because these emotions are real. They are so real. You can't fake them. It hurts. It makes you feel vulnerable. It makes you feel like you're drowning and you have no air. This is real. You can't fake this. You can't fake being like this. And why should one? And why would someone want to? Because this is not a good feeling. It's not. It is not a good feeling at all. At all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, black and bipolar. It's not. It is very real. And if anyone who think or come on my platform who think, oh, she just faking, she trying to find content, she just needs something to talk about. There's no way that I will fake, that I will play, that I will joke about mental illness. Because at the end of the day, I have a family, and it runs in my family. I have more than one person in my family who is bipolar, who is schizophrenic, and I know it touches home for me. It touches home for me. And for me to and that's how I knew what I was feeling, what I was going through, because it touches home for me. You know what I'm saying? I know all the signs. I'm aware of these conditions, and I just know. And so I would never, under any circumstances, fake anything to pretend to be a certain way if I really wasn't going through it. But your girl going through it. And I am seeking help, and I am talking to people that I truly believe that loves me and that believes in me, or who has my good health and interest in mind. I have a handful of good girlfriends that I talk to, and I let them know how I'm feeling, what I'm feeling, so I know. Thank you, Jennifer. And I love you guys. And that's why I wanted to share this with you guys, because it's a lot of people who's just so scared to speak up on it. And hey, DC Kool-Aid Lisa, it's a lot of people who are so scared to speak up on it. And like, again, a repetition. I'm going to say this again. People may think that you're complaining, and you don't want to be a burden to people. That's another reason too that a lot of mental health don't get talked about, and it's not in the forefront, because people feel like, if I tell somebody, I don't want to be a burden on this person, I don't want to be a burden on that person, or either I don't want to let that person down because I'm the strong-headed one, I'm the one that always supposed to have it together, I'm the person that everybody's come to for answers or results or for help. And so when you're that person that everybody seems to be looking up to in that family, and you don't want to let them down, you don't let people in of what's going on with you. But you can't, if you're not strong for yourself, and you don't have good mental health for yourself, how can you be strong and be there for someone else? So don't let it be because you're that person that you always got to show face. that you're strong and that can't nothing break you, and that I can't fall down. But then they say we fall down, but we get up. That's and we can, and then we do, because at the end of the day we bleed the same. We are human beings. We are all made from one God, and we are known to fall down, but we get up. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to, I'm working my way to getting up, to building my personality back. But I just want to let people know that as strong as you think I may be, I do fall down sometimes. I do feel like I'm drowning sometimes. So yeah, it's it's crazy, but yeah, it need to be discussed more often. And the only reason I say this about, because I don't want to make everything a race issue, but I say it because I am African American. I am black. I grew up in a black community. I grew up in a black family, and I know that mental illness just don't stay and start within the black community. Mental illness is a universal type situation, but I only could talk about it from my experience and from my culture, from things that I heard and I have seen. So I'm not just trying to make this a black thing, but you guys who watch me and you're African American, you know the stereotypes that runs in our culture. Where there is a lot of things that we don't talk about. We never talked about our black men being gay. That was frowned upon, and that's something that we didn't talk about in our culture. We don't talk about mental illness. In our culture, that's something that's frowned upon, that we don't recognize, that we don't do. I know several people, and I know we don't talk about in our culture molestation. We don't talk about that. If a family member knows something, they try to keep it within the family. It's a lot of things that us as black people, we have to break out of and stop hiding, and stop not trying to take care of it. These are things I know for sure, because I know people who has experienced all of these things that within the black culture we try to hide, because because we don't talk about it, or we try not to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, because I know people that has all these type of situations I just talk about within their families, and they wash it under tables or under the rugs and think it's just going to go away. I'm telling you, as black Americans, as black people, we have to stop doing that. We have to start embracing the struggles and the things that we go through, just because at the end of the day, we need that help. We need that healing. Talking and conversation it does a lot. It does a lot. And I ain't no expert on nothing. Again, I say it because I am an African American. I am a black person. And I do know other nationalities go through things. But I'm talking about my people, my race right now, just because this is what I experienced being that person. So yeah, and we just have to learn, stop being afraid of counseling, stop being afraid of therapy. You know what I'm saying? Just stop. We just got to stop it. So if you know somebody, encourage people to seek help, encourage people to do therapy, encourage people to talk. Let them know that they're loved, that I don't see it as a burden. I don't see it as you complaining. We we need this. This is something that we need. And I recognize it, man. I trust and believe. I recognize it. And like when my son Jackson last year, when he was doing virtual school, and I found and I saw my son was 16 years old. He's 17 now. He said, "Mom, I need to talk to a counselor." You know how proud I was of this young man? when this whole pandemic started and our kids was doing virtual school, and I didn't see it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that he needed it. But my son at the age of 16, he recognized, and I think I told you guys this last year or the year before last, he recognized that he needed someone to talk to. And I said, okay, it was but a word. As soon as he told me, I reached out to the school virtually. The school reached out to his counselor. His counselor reached out to him through Zoom, and he got what he needed. He got what he needed, and I was so proud of him because I told him, I said, I didn't know you was going through nothing. I'm seeing you every day. I'm looking at you every day. I'm watching you on this virtual. You're doing school, and I didn't felt like you was going through nothing. But my son acknowledged the fact that he felt trapped. He felt like he can't go outside. He don't want to go nowhere. And he was just feeling down. And my son told me he needed to talk to somebody. And he wanted to talk to his school counselor. And we made that happen. And that's what I wish for more young teens, that they're not afraid, especially our teenagers. They're not afraid to talk to people, not afraid to let your parent know, or your friend, or your sibling, or your uncle, or your grandmother. I mean, you got all these resources as a young person. Don't be afraid to reach out to let anybody know how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because they will be there for you. And so I was so proud of him last year. And this, I don't think it was last year, it was the beginning of the pandemic when all this stuff started, when they first started doing the virtual stuff. And I commend him on that because I was like, damn, Jack, I didn't know. And sometimes we don't know. And I was so glad as a parent that I was so glad that my relationship with him. Yes, Pam, I had to. And the thing is, and then I think it was more easier for him to tell me this because the type of relationship and bond that I built with my boys. And that's another thing. Some people don't think that they don't want to let their parents down, or they're afraid to talk to their parents. But your parents is the first line of defense for you. That's the first person to let them know how you feel. And so I praise God that my relationship is so upfront and so good with my boys, especially with Jackson being a teenager and still finding his own and coming into his own self, that he's able to open up to me and tell me how he feeling, and that he needed someone to talk to. So I always thank God that I have that relationship with him, that he could just tell me this and not feel ashamed, and not feel like he letting me down or letting someone down. Because a lot of mental illness come with that. People feel like they letting people down. They don't want to let someone down. And the only person that you'll be letting down is yourself. And that will take you and make you spiral into a deeper and deeper depression, because the only person you'll be letting down is yourself. Not seeking help, not speaking out, not asking for help. You're letting just yourself down. Yeah, and a lot of teenagers don't. But people got to know that parents are here for you. If not a parent, a close cousin, a close family member, someone that you know that you could talk to. Like I said, it's a school counselors, anything. We have to free our mind. We have to heal our minds. And right now, I'm on a healing journey of the mind. My body need to be healed, but my mind need to be healed first. Or for me to do the things I need to do, my mind need to be healed. And that's the journey. So that's what I want to let you guys know. I'm on a spiritual journey to heal my mind, to get my mind in order, because I want to be that person that I know from them bingo nights. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that person when I hear music. I want to sing with the song, even though she can't sing. I want that person back. And I know she's in there, and she's fighting to break free, and it's just going to take time. And but she's coming. You know what I'm saying? She's coming. What's up, Scorpion? How you doing, Scorpion lady? Yeah. And so yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to, y'all know, I ain't bought me no new glasses yet. So I'm just like easing in on stuff, trying to see. So yeah, so I've been going through a lot. And right now, talking to you, talking to Soul Squad, people that, you're not really in my family, but you're in my family. You guys are my family, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I know I could talk to you guys without no judgments or it's just a line. You just, to me, I feel like you guys are another line of support, somebody to talk to. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm talking to y'all, and like all of y'all are like my counselors, and you're hearing me, and you're listening, and you're not making judgment, and you're understanding. And then some people might say, hey, I needed this conversation, or I needed this talk. And so, and that's just how, that's why I knew that I could talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? I felt it in my heart. I can't wait to meet you guys. I just feel like I know you, and that you guys are just my extended reach to another family. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. But like I said, I need to get it out. I'm glad I got it out. I'm glad I talked to you guys. Yeah, and everybody, and don't get it twisted. Even if you got a down day, it automatically don't got to be that you're depressed or you're in a depression. We all don't wake up good on the side of the bed. We all get an issue that may bring us down, and we got to fight to get it together. So even if you're having a bad day, and even if you got an issue, it doesn't always mean that, that you're depressed, and it's just a bad day, you know. And sometimes at the beginning, I thought it was just a bad day. But I recognized it when it kept just going on and on and on, and I wasn't feeling it. I said, wait a minute. This has gone beyond a bad day. A bad day, one day. A bad day, 2 days, okay. But when it's a constant, overwhelming feeling that's just constant, and it's not going nowhere, and things is triggering it, it's more than a bad day. And that's when you got to realize, oh, wait a minute, I need to talk to somebody, because one day I understand, 2 days maybe, but when it's constant, and you're waking up and going to bed, and you're feeling like this every day, and your thoughts are just running throughout the day on how to solve this issue, how to solve that issue, and you're crying and tears is falling, and you feel like you're drowning, you know it's more than a bad day. And that's when you know that you have to reach out to someone to talk to, you know, reach out to someone to talk to, so yeah. Hey, Stacy. Oh, thank you so much, Stacy. And and that too, that makes you feel good. Sometimes people got to hear that they're loved, and that you're wanted, and that there's people that love you. You ain't got to be part of my family. We don't got to share the same bloodstream. People generally love other people just because of who they are and the way they make them feel. And yeah, I'm down with that. Because I love you guys, man. I love my Soul Squad people, my members, my Soul Squad, my family. I love you guys. I love you guys from the support from YouTube channels, from the support, the crying out support that I'm just getting here right now. I just love you guys. You can't ask for nothing more than that. And that's why I know I'm going to be okay. I am going to do the therapy. I'm going to continue talking to my girls, Juliet, Lexi, and my cousin Vanessa, and my sister. You know, I'm going to continue to talk to them, and I'm going to continue to let someone know how I'm feeling, because people need to know how you're feeling in order for them to check in on you. Because if they don't know how you're feeling, people going to always assume that you got your stuff together, and they may not check in on you. So I need someone to check in on me. So I have to let my loved ones and my support team to know how I'm feeling, because right now I'm at that point in my life I need to be checked in on, because I'm not feeling right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I love you too, Tracy. So with that being said, and I hope someone somewhere share this video to someone so they could hear that it's no shame in having bad days. There's no shame feeling like you ain't got it together. There's no shame of saying that I may be depressed. There's no shame in saying I need to speak to someone. I need therapy. There is no shame in none of that. We all need to clear our mind. We need healing, not just for the body, for the soul, but for the mind. It starts here. Because if you can't heal this, you can't heal this. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And I love you guys, and no, this don't mean that I'm going. I'm not going away. But I want to share something. I want to give some thanks. I want to thank Miss Fifi. Y'all may know her as 10E. What's her YouTube name? I think it's 10E something, if y'all see it up here. I want to thank her for the Easter card she sent to me, and the Easter candy, and the stuff that she sent out to me and the family. Thank you. And I also want to throw out here, y'all, when I say this smells good, a Soul Squad member by the name of, let's see, from Ohio, friends to the channel, they're friends to the souls, friends to the family, they're family members, y'all. And let's see. Erica and Christopher from Ohio. They started their own business, and they send me a message, and I love the message that you guys send me. And they told me I ain't had to promote them. They just wanted me to let them know what they were doing. They said you ain't got to talk about it in case you wanted to get something. Y'all, they started their own Cincy business. They're called Cincy Life. This is their company right here. And they send me this catalog collection. When I'm telling you the aroma. So basically what they do is that they do candles and oils that make your house smell good. You know, these little wax candles for those machines that you be buying and everything. I'm gonna put, when the video is over, I'm gonna put their website in the description below. Y'all, they send me so many different fragrances. When I tell you, because I had two of these machines. My email address is soulfultea45@gmail.com. I have two of these machines. I have one in my bathroom and one in my bathroom upstairs, one in my bathroom downstairs. And they have the little waxes and the light and the melt and the aroma to make your house smell good. When I tell you, they send me so many different fragrances, the scratch and the sniff and everything. If you guys are into oils and candles, and they even got the ones that you put in the place in the walls, and for children, they got themed ones like marble and bears and everything. Guys, look at this. When I say this catalog smells so good, the catalog alone will make you want to buy something. I can't wait. And look, they even had the little candle things. You could buy the little stuff for the little waxes and everything. They did not ask me to do this, but I felt like I wanted to share this with you guys, because it's spring, because springtime is coming. We all about to do a lot of spring cleaning in our house. We all, well, you know, I know me, I used to, when springtime come, I used to open up my windows when I had a patio, open up my patio door, and I used to clean up with the ammonias and the bleach, and I used to light incense and had my windows open with the wind blowing and you cleaning your house. I used to light incense and had the house smelling all good. So I don't do incense anymore. I do these. I do the candles, and you cleaning up with the windows open, that spring air blowing through, and then that good clean feeling or that good clean smell, and the candles and stuff are going. Yeah, I like it. And I say this thing smell good. They got some fabulous scents. And like I said, they target the children. They got the plug-ins. Look like Mickey Mouse and all that stuff. For your kids' bedrooms and stuff. And then I was reading, I don't think this is just for me. You can host a party. You can host a party and you can contact them just like they used to do the tug of war parties. You could actually host a party, and with that you could get either free gifts or get 50% off something that you want to buy, and or even earn yourself some good free gifts by hosting a party. And they will set it up for you. They will send you the link, and you will send the link to everybody that you want to be in that party, and you can actually get some of this free, get this stuff for free. So I was like, shoot, I should host me a party. Why? Because I love free stuff. Yes, these are essential oils. And look at the little nigga plush animals and Mickey Mouse for your grandkids. I'm thinking about getting these right here for my granddaughters, for their bedroom. Make their room smell good. I love it. They got the plug-ins for their bathrooms. And when I say, oh Lord, when I say every scent smell good, the citrus section, every scent smell good. Y'all, I'm going to leave it. They're a small business. They're Soul Squad members. They're part of the family, and they are doing their thing. And when I tell you, I'm hanging this one in my car. Ooh, this smells so good. I'm hanging this in my car. And this is called Sugared Strawberry. I'm hanging this one in my car. As soon as my car come back, my son gone to the movies. Took my granddaughter to the movies to see that new cartoon came out yesterday called We Bad. Ooh, excuse me. Jesus, where'd that come from? And they send me so many different scents to smell. All the scents that they send me to smell, y'all, they smell so wonderful. And I ain't got my glasses on, but they smell so. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, I gotta tell y'all what's the name of this one. Ooh, this smell good. Ooh, what is this? Y'all, let me get the name of this one. I don't even know the name of this one. This smells so good. Let me see if it's on the thing. Ooh, this smells good now. I'm about to get this one. This one smells good. They want to go see this cartoon about We Bad. Some bad people trying, some bad cartoon characters trying to turn good. I want to see the previews too. Oh, it say I could. Oh, this is a sample wax. It's called Short Lane Drive. Short Lane Drive. Ooh, this is a simple one. I can actually melt this in my wax. Ooh, ooh, that smells good. It's called Short Lane Drive. Y'all need to get this one. Ooh, this is a wax one. This smells good. That's what I'm saying. It's time, y'all. And again, Erica and what's their name again? Erica and I remember Erica's name. This must be she and business with her husband, and I love that Erica and Christopher from Ohio, Exquisite Sensations. But the name of their company, cause y'all know I'm bad at names, right? I couldn't pronounce the name of their company. My son, I said, well, I thought that's what it was, but I thought I was saying it wrong. Sensely Life. Look at that. Sensory Life, Sensory Life, or Sensory Life. Cincy Life. They add the SY at the end from hashtag Cincy Life. So yeah. So I'm gonna be all even the catalog smell good, okay? I can't put that business information in the chat because I don't have another telephone. So as soon as we get off this live, I'm gonna put their email, not their email, their website. As soon as we get off this live, I'm gonna put their website. As soon as we go off this live, I'm gonna put the website. And when I say this smells so good, he said, all the smell, and these are all free melted wax. So I'm gonna be using those. They smell wonderful, and I'm gonna put that other one, that sugar strawberry. I'm hiding that in my car. Hey Chicago, how you doing? So yeah, they didn't, like I said, they didn't ask me to do it. But any Soul Squad member out here doing their thing, and if you want me to promote something, hey, they sent me this about 2 weeks ago. I remember I've been going through a lot and my brain forget things, and I ran across it this morning, and because when I first got it I said, oh, I'm gonna promote them. I love it. It smells so good, and I love fragrance, and I love spring cleaning and summertime and the whole change of weather. Switching from fall, winter, and into spring and summer. The whole change of weather come with different fragrance and ambiances and stuff. And so, yeah, and I just want to thank you guys for listening to me. And I hope on any level that I touch anybody who needed this conversation, or someone who needs to hear this. Like I said, it's not about you being a complainer. It's about you reaching out, letting people know how you feel so that people could check in on you. And it's about knowing that when it's time to talk to a therapist, it's no shame in that. We all need someone to talk to professionally, unprofessionally. We just have to, it is a time for healing of our brain. Mental illness in our community is really, really real, and we need to talk about it more, need to be more open about it more, so that we can actually start healing ourselves. Because again, and I'm going to repeat this, repetition, is that if we do not heal the mind, we cannot heal the body. And it all starts with this right here. And I'm still using TPO box. Yes, I am still using TPO box. I don't know if that was low light or a tie. Yes, I'm still using TPO box. So yeah, so with that being said, I'm about to be up out here because I do got something I gotta go do. And again, I just want to thank you guys for listening. As soon as this live over, I am going to the description, and I am going to put the web address to their company for you guys. It's time you about to start spring cleaning. Make that house smell good by using a Soul Squad member. And is any other Soul Squad member out here doing anything? And if you got a product or a sample you want me to share, just send it to the PO box. And the only reason that I was able to get this directly to my address, because I had corresponded with them personally on something else that they gave me early on in my last year, I believe it was, and they were able to send it to me directly. But you know anything you have that you're trying to get out here, you're trying to start a business, it's nothing like working for yourself. Believe me, I know, because I am on that journey of trying to build something for myself. And if you want me to promote it, just send it. And I'm gonna tell you this now, if you're a brand name, don't be sending me nothing think I said, well, you say you promote for free. No, I said I promote my Soul Squad members, my Soul Squad family who just starting out with a small business. I'm promoting y'all because y'all my family. Y'all got me here. Now you coming at me and you got air fryers and kitchen aids and this and that you want me to do. No, honey, that costs. That's at a coin. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about my family who's out here who's trying to make it for themselves, who's trying to get their small business off the ground. Y'all the ones I'm talking about. My Soul Squad member. Oh yeah, you know I got my water, and it had ice in it and everything, that's who I'm talking about. And I love you guys so much. I'm about to be up out of here. But yeah, thank you guys. Yes, everybody stay safe. Everybody had a great weekend. Oh, and next Saturday when we come, next Saturday, I'll have the information for the tickets. Remember, for August the 13th, I'm still working on trying to get the hotel information. This thing been a ride, but we finally got approved for the park. So we finally got approved for the park that we're gonna have it at. I just gotta pay the down payment, and I'm not gonna be able to pay that until next weekend. And so once I make the official payment, put the money on the park next weekend, then I'll buy. Well, I'm gonna pay it on Friday. So once I make the official payment on Friday, I know that the park is secure because we got approved for it. I just got to make the payment, but I can't make the payment till next week. So once I make the official payment on Friday for the park, then on the 1st, the tickets will be available. We'll be able to have the hotel stuff available. But it took this long because we had to wait to get approval for the park from the Parks and Recreation where we're having it at. So we got the approval on. Well, we got the approval on Wednesday. I think we got the approval on Tuesday or Wednesday, but I couldn't put the money. I can't put the money down to next week, to hold the spot. So once I pay for it next week, and I'll have everything together by next Saturday, I better tell you guys, And I got a video coming up showing you guys. You say, well, I get seafood ball and stuff, EBT, nowhere. Nowhere. Information being done by May the 1st. Nowhere. Now, I know you can take that EBT to our wharf. You can take, if you're in the DMV area, if you go, 100 tickets going to be available. If you go to the wharf, they do take EBT, but they ain't cooking. You have to pay extra to get it cooked. They don't use EBT to get it cooked, but sure, you can take the EBT card anywhere, as long as the food not cooked. EBT don't do cooked food. Yes. Oh, thank you, Victoria. And that's what I'm doing. And that's another thing. And that's another thing that we have to do and put things in perspective is that we have to learn, and I'm learning that to take one day at a time. Take one day at a time. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thank you, Victoria. Oh, thank you, Grateful Heart. I hope so. It's just that that's why I say if anybody know anybody and you feel that anybody need to hear what I was talking about today, share my video. Or if I'm hoping that someone who's going through something, you guys hear me and take the next step that you need to take towards your mental stability. And I'm going to say this again, repetition, so that you get it. If you don't heal this, you can't heal this. So he let the people use our EBTs. Bye, Ty. Bye, Ty. Bye, Felicia. Will we really hear somebody name on here named Felicia? And I say, bye, Felicia. Oh, happy birthday, Rita. Happy birthday. And I'm going to have souvenirs. Yes. I am going to have souvenirs. Oh, man, I'm trying to make this meet and greet barbecue a first annual situation. I'm trying to get that. It's something that we could do every year. If this one turned out peaceful and it turns out the way I'm hoping that it turns out with all the great Soul Squad members, for the barbecue, for the brunch, And if it turned out peaceful and it be very successful, I'm trying to make it an annual thing to do for my Soul Squad members, that we get together annually to get to see each other in person. And and again, a lot of people that linked up, became friends, and getting to know each other, visit each other. People that went and visit people who became friends just through this whole YouTube Soulful Tea Soul Squad situation, and I love it. I love that you guys react with each other, and the camaraderie, and the friendships that it's building. Man, good people know good people. That's all I gotta say. Good people recognize good people, and I'm telling you, outside trolls, you guys are some good people. I recognize that in you. So yeah, yes. So I got some Amazon packages. I'm about to go open up. Shoot, we could do a box opening, but I don't have no family members here to help me. Everybody is. We could do box opening, but I can't do no box opening because the box is all the way over there, and I'm all the way over here. Yeah, but y'all have a blessed day. Yeah, security will be there. Jennifer. Jennifer in the house. Jennifer in the house. Oh man, but I love Amazon stuff. I do. I do it next time. I love Amazon stuff. But I backed off Amazon a whole lot. What I'm getting now is something that was needed for my next products that's about to drop on my website. Yes, y'all. Hopefully if everything go right, in 2 weeks I will be dropping a new product. Actually, everything go right, in 2 weeks I'll be dropping 3 new products at one time on my Silver Tea LLC site. So that's why I already know what's in the box. Those are materials that I'm waiting for, and containers that I'm waiting for all these new products that's coming. So I already know what's in the box. So yes, everything go right, guys. Hopefully by the middle of May, 3 new products will be dropping on the Soulful Tea site. And the 3 new products, let's cross our hands, that will be popping, dropping. Possibility that if everything go right, because all the containers, our stuff are coming in, and the labels are coming in. So if everything go right, 3 new products will be dropping on my Soulful Tea LLC site. And one of them is going to be Soulful Tea Seafood. What's it called? Soulful Tea Ghetto Soul. I got my Soulful Tea Ghetto Sauce coming out. So it's Soulful Tea Ghetto Sauce Seafood Dipping Sauce. My Soulful Tea Seafood Dipping Sauce is ghetto. My ghetto sauce. My chocolate chip cookie dough. Somebody was talking about when I did the chocolate chip video, I didn't put the recipe in. I didn't put the recipe in for a reason. So that's stuff came in for that, and my barbecue sauce, my honey barbecue sauce. So if everything goes according to plan, these are the 3 new products, hopefully, that will be dropping by mid-May, that we've been in here working on, that we're trying to get to the site. We're just waiting for everything to come together. So I'm most excited about all of them, but I'm mostly excited about the seafood dipping sauce, because it's that time of year where everybody be buying seafood and they looking for a new sauce. And if you're from the DMV area, you know all about our sauce that we use here. I done showed you guys our sauce that we use here so much, so many times. So I finally decided that I'm going to drop the sauce on the website. And so we just getting everything together. And it's coming along. Everything is coming in. So yeah, I'm about to drop 3 new products at once. So yeah, and I'm excited. And that's why sometimes I think that doing all this, I should have better days. But like I say, it's an up and down situation. Trying to run a really 3 YouTube channels, trying to run a business, trying to be a head of a family, it all comes on you. Ooh, they gonna be, it all gets overwhelming. And then at the end of the day, you have a tragedy and losses, and you still trying to wrap your mind around things, because I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the fact that my mom not here. I always wanted her to be part of my journey, a part of my adventure, my YouTube life, because she loved it. And I still every day get a shock, and I'd be like, I don't believe this, man. And trying to do all of that, that's where that I get things has gotten the way it's gotten for me. But like someone told me, like my girlfriend, like Boss Lady Lexi told me, like my cousin told me, if I open my eyes up, I'm a reason. It's a reason. It's a reason why he still got me here. And I'm trying to focus so hard on that reason. And I know it's good, I know it's good. I see it. But sometimes it's just hard. But guess what? I'm going to get that counseling. I'm gonna continue to open my eyes up, because God is allowing it, and I don't want to let him down. You know, we get a lot of things in this life. We get a lot of things, and it's repetition. Me just repeating this. I don't think I told you guys this a long time. We can have a lot of things. You have more than one house, more than one child, more than one parent, because you got the original parent, you got a step parent, more than one car, more than one business. But there's one thing that you get one of. And sometimes you may get a second chance at it, but you get one. That's it, you get one life. And you got to learn to live it to the fullest. You got to learn to take care of it. Because again, if you don't take care of this, you can't do nothing else. So yeah, so I'm going to leave that with you guys, that you get one thing. Yes, it's about your well-being, Janet. It is. And that's what it's all about. It's about that. Oh my God, yeah. We are harder on ourselves. We are. And I know that to be true, because I see that every day with myself, pushing myself, being harder on myself. But sometimes we just have to breathe, and we have to relax. And we don't always have to be that person. And again, don't be afraid to reach out to people when you're feeling down. Don't be afraid that people going to think that you're complaining or think that you're being negative. Reach out to people so that people can reach out to you and check on you. So I ain't going to say I'm gone one more time, but I'm gone. I would say I'm gone one more time, but I'm gone. I'm about to go, y'all. But I'll go call my cousin, see what she doing, and do this thing. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Y'all have a blessed weekend. You guys stay blessed. Take care of yourself, and don't be afraid to reach out. When you know you need it, don't be afraid to reach out. All right, guys. I know, right, Ty? The lies you tell, you're not gone. The lies you tell, you're not gone. But I am. Because I'm going to put this website up here. I'm going to finish smelling all these fragrance. I'm telling you guys need to get this. I'm most definitely going to be putting this sugar strawberry butterfly in my car. I'm about to hang that from my car. But yeah, I'll be back next Saturday. And hopefully next week I'll be back. I'll have a special guest on, because we're going to talk about that 50 in love. But I can't be 50 and looking for love if I ain't got this together. Because I ain't trying to bring nobody into all of this right here. I could bring them into all of this. But I want to do this first. And once I get that together, it's all good. Hey, Zoe. Say, I'm late. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out. Y'all say y'all goodbyes. Hey, D Freeze. You enjoy your day too. And then I'm about to go eat some breakfast anyway. I'm going to make me some corned beef hash and eggs and grits. I'm hungry. And it's one So I told Jackson I'll cook him. He was in the shower. I said, when I get off here, he wanted some corned beef hash and eggs. I said, I'll make you some when I get off here. So that's one reason I got to go, because I got to go feed my baby. He may be 17, but I still cook for that Bama. And he said he wants some corned beef hash and eggs. So I'm about to make him some. All right, y'all. Have a good weekend. I love you so much. Ah. Oh, thank you, Goldie. Girl, you know I love that. It's people like you that keep me motivated. Hmm. You know what I think of you. It's all good. And that's the reason why you know you're doing something good, because of people, the comments, like people like Goldie Lee. That might not even be the real person. They probably done stole somebody's picture and everything. But I got too much going on. And trying to heal my mind, let something like that to bring it. It's just a sad thing that people, But I'm glad she here. She may be going through something. She need to listen to this. But I am out. I love you guys so much. Bye.